I'm 70 years old. I've built a business from the ground up, paid off a mortgage, put 3 kids through college, and provided a life most men only dream of. But I'm going to tell you the one brutal truth your marriage counselors, your buddies at the golf course, and your own stubborn ego refuse to admit. The reason your house feels like a hotel and your wife feels like a ghost. Look at these hands. They used to build things. Now, they just tremble holding a mug of bitter black coffee in a dining room so quiet, the ticking clock sounds like a hammer. I sit across the table from the woman I swore to love 50 years ago, and her eyes, they don't look at me with anger anymore. Anger means she still cares. No, they look at me with absolutely nothing, just a cold, polite emptiness, the kind you give to a stranger asking for directions. Do not scroll past this. Sit down and listen to me, because if you are in your 40s or 50s, grinding out there every single day, coming home exhausted, and thinking your paycheck is enough to keep her, you are making the exact same fatal mistake I did. The one mistake that turned me into a stranger to my own wife. Stay here, because I'm about to show you exactly how you are killing your marriage. One silent, exhausting evening at a time. I want to take you back to 1988. I was 32 years old, grinding my bones to dust to get my first company off the ground. The economy was tough, and I was tougher. I convinced myself that the 80-hour work weeks, the missed dinners, the stress that sat on my chest like an anvil, I convinced myself I was doing it all for her, for us, for the family. I remember the exact sound my heavy leather briefcase made when it hit the hardwood floor at 9 o'clock at night. Thud, like a judge's gavel. It was the sound that announced, "The provider has arrived. Demand nothing more of him." She would be waiting on the floral sofa we bought at a yard sale, wearing that oversized gray college sweater I used to love. The house would smell like pot roast that had gone cold hours ago. She'd look up from her magazine, eyes still carrying a spark of hope. She just wanted to connect. She wanted to tell me about a funny thing the neighbor said, or how the washing machine was making a strange noise. She wanted to share her life with her husband. "How was your day, sweetheart?" she'd ask. Her voice was soft, careful, like she was walking on a frozen lake, testing the ice, and I would let out this heavy, exhausted sigh. I would loosen my tie, unbutton my collar, and look at her not with love, but with annoyance. "Please, not now," I'd say, my voice thick with the arrogance of a tired man. "I have spent the last 12 hours fighting with suppliers and putting out fires just to keep this roof over our heads. I just need a damn minute of peace." A minute of peace. God, what a fool I was. I can still see the physical change in her. It haunts me. The spark in her eyes wouldn't just go out, it would retreat. She would pull the sleeves of that oversized sweater down over her hands to comfort herself. She'd give a slow, small nod. "Okay," she would whisper, "your dinner is in the oven." And then, the sound of her footsteps retreating down the hallway, slippers dragging slightly on the carpet, the gentle click of the bedroom door closing. I didn't cheat on her. I didn't beat her. I didn't gamble our savings away. But I did something far more insidious. I starved her. I starved her of my presence, of my attention, of my soul. It wasn't a sudden explosion. Marriages rarely die in explosions. They die of 1,000 tiny, unbandaged paper cuts. It was 1,000 Tuesday nights exactly like that one. I chose the television over her voice. I chose a glass of cheap scotch over holding her hand. I chose to sit at the kitchen table under the harsh fluorescent light, reviewing quarterly reports, while she laid alone in the dark, listening to the hum of the refrigerator. There is one night, 1994, our 10th anniversary. I had promised her a nice dinner in the city, but a client called with an emergency. I stood in the hallway, the coiled cord of the telephone wrapped around my finger, arguing about shipping rates. I looked up and saw her standing in the bedroom doorway. She was wearing a deep blue dress she had bought specifically for that evening. She looked beautiful. She looked at me, waiting. I held up one index finger. Just a minute. I kept talking. That minute turned into 20, then 40. When I finally hung up the phone and walked into the bedroom, the room was dark. The blue dress was hanging limply on the closet door. She was in bed, facing the wall, the blanket pulled up to her shoulders. She was perfectly still, but her breathing was shallow. She was pretending to be asleep. And the greatest sin of all, I didn't wake her up to apologize. I was relieved. I took off my clothes, got into bed, and turned my back to her. That was the night I stopped being her husband and started being just a man who paid her bills. Fast forward to today. I am 70 years old. I finally bought her the dream house she always wanted. The granite countertops, the wraparound porch, the manicured lawn. Everything is paid off. But this house isn't a home. It's a museum, a monument to the things I built while I was busy letting my marriage die. We sleep in separate bedrooms now, have been for 5 years. She tells the kids it's because of my snoring or my bad back. But we both know that's a lie. She just can't stand the intimacy of sharing a bed with a stranger. Every morning, I walk into the kitchen. She's usually making her chamomile tea. I clear my throat. "Morning, Mary." She doesn't even turn around. Just a tight, polite nod. "Good morning, Richard." Not honey, not darling, Richard. Like I'm a bank teller she's exchanging pleasantries with. Dinner is the worst part of the day. We sit at this massive mahogany table. The only sound, the absolutely only sound, is the clinking of our silver forks against the expensive china. Click, clack. She scrolls through her iPad. I look at my soup. I try to think of something to say, something to bridge this ocean between us. "How was your book club?" I ask. She doesn't pause her scrolling. "It was fine." That's it. No details, no laughter. The door is locked, and I threw away the key 30 years ago. Last month I had a scare at the doctor's office, chest pains. I sat in my car in the hospital parking lot, my hands shaking. I pulled out my phone and typed a message to her. "Doc says my heart isn't doing too well. I'm a little scared." I stared at that message for 10 minutes, the cursor blinking, mocking me. Then I deleted it. Why? Because I realized I have no right to burden her with my fear now. I wasn't there for her fears when she was 35. Why should she be there for mine when I'm 70? After dinner, she retreats to her sewing room. I sit in my leather recliner in the dark. The TV is on, some news channel, but I keep it muted. I just sit here, watching the colors flash across the walls of this empty fortress, listening to the hum of the air conditioner. You younger men watching this, you think the worst thing that can happen to your marriage is a divorce. You are wrong. A divorce is an amputation. It's bloody, it hurts like hell, but eventually the wound closes. You heal. You move on. No, the worst thing is this: becoming a ghost in your own home, being an unwanted roommate to the woman who used to look at you like you were her entire world. Let's talk about the real poison, the venom that actually killed my marriage. It wasn't the long hours, it wasn't the economy, it was my ego. We men are raised on a fundamental, destructive lie. We are taught from the time we are boys that our ultimate value is measured by the weight of our wallets and the size of the roof we provide. So we treat marriage like a transaction, a business deal. I put in the money, the security, the status, and in return, she is supposed to dispense love, loyalty, and a hot meal. But a woman's heart does not operate on a damn ledger. When she complains that you are never present, your ego flares up. You get defensive. You shout, "Look at everything I do for you. Look at this house. Look at the cars. How can you be so ungrateful? You fool." She isn't ungrateful for the house. She is suffocating inside it. You think she is nagging when she asks you to put the phone down during dinner. She isn't nagging. She is fighting for her life. She is fighting for your life together. She is tossing you a lifeline before the ship sinks, and you bat it away because you are too busy answering an email that could wait until tomorrow. Women don't fall out of love because of one big argument. They don't walk away because you forgot an anniversary. They wither away. They grieve the loss of their husband while he is still sitting right across the room. They mourn the death of the marriage while the wedding ring is still on their finger. And our massive, fragile, stupid ego, it protects us from this truth. We hide behind our job titles. I am a CEO. I am a senior manager. I am a provider. But I want you to strip all of that away. Strip away the house, the cars, the bank accounts, the vacations. Take it all away. What is left of you? If you strip away the provider, is there a partner left? For me, the answer was no. Underneath the expensive suits and the impressive resume, I was completely empty, and she knew it long before I did. So, how do you fix it? How do you stop yourself from becoming me? I'm going to give you 3 rules. 3 things you must do starting tonight, not tomorrow, tonight. Rule number 1, the driveway detox. When you pull into your driveway, don't rush inside carrying the weight of the office. Sit in your car for 5 extra minutes. Breathe. Let the stress of the day die in that driver's seat. Leave your damn phone in the glove box. The emails will survive until 8 a.m. Your marriage might not. When you walk through that front door, you are no longer a manager, a boss, or an employee. You are a husband. Act like one. Rule number 2, look at her. I don't mean glance at her while you take off your shoes. I mean stop, look into her eyes, and notice her. Notice the tired lines around her eyes. Notice the way she ties her hair up when she's stressed. Physical presence means nothing without emotional attention. She needs to know she is still the most important person in your room. Rule number 3, stop asking, "How was your day?" It's a lazy, transactional question that gets a lazy, one-word answer. Ask her something real. What was the hardest part of your day today? What made you smile today? And then shut your mouth and actually listen. Don't try to fix her problems. Just hold the space for her. Be her sanctuary, not her mechanic. You see, a man's ultimate legacy isn't written on a bank statement or a tombstone. It is written in the memories of the woman who stood by him when he had nothing. I would trade every dollar I ever made, every business deal I ever won, for just one more evening on that old floral sofa from 1988, Just one more chance to listen to her tell me about the washing machine. Just one more chance to not let her walk down that hallway alone. Don't build a fortune just to buy yourself a lonely death. A rich man in an empty house is the poorest man on earth. Go to her right now. Tear down the wall you built. Apologize for your absence. Tell her you are back. And this time, stay. Make it count before she becomes a ghost and you become a stranger.